2 weeks ago and got a big win against Denver. They beat Indianapolis last week. Free play for Lawrence. Thomas wasn't looking for it, but it'll be a free 5 yards as Simmons, Christina Pink pointing out how jazzed up he is for this one. Well, maybe that penalty, a product of that energy for Simmons, who's still talking across the line to LaQuint Allen Jr.
I'll be honest, as I'm just watching what's happening on the field right now, it's like Simmons against all 5 linemen.
Second flag on this play as well that was thrown after the fact.
After the play was over and in between downs, unsportsmanlike conduct on a defense unit, 98. After distance of the goal, first down. That's 98's first foul towards disqualification.
So Simmons got into it yet again. Just a little forearm tossed in there. Anton Harrison goes, "Hey, what are you doing over there, buddy?" Simmons turns around. He's right in the thick of it. Trevor Lawrence at one point was kind of beckoning Jeffrey Simmons to come on over. He got in it with the rookie Bashal Tutin. Jeffrey Simmons active to say the least, but that 25-yard pass interference penalty all in there. And now, naturally, as you might expect, after a hard hit, things get a little physical between the two teams again. Even Lawrence getting into it now. Strange is back out on the field as he was just coming to the sidelines after playing the last play. So trying to get their normal targets back onto the field at the same time.
Mayfield on the move, steps up and gets a block, kind of runs sideways and takes his shot at the end of the play from Mike Jackson. And a flag comes in, tempers flaring there. Buccaneers taking exception to Jackson's hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, he was clearly in the white here. I think you're going to see on the replay. With Mike Jackson just trying to send a message. A little bit of frustration setting in.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, defense number 2. 15-yard penalty.
This is a continuation. 2 weeks ago in Carolina, it was Jackson and Baker going back and forth in that game.
I would just say this. He's one of those guys, Baker, you don't really want to press his buttons too much. It's one of those don't wake up the bear type of players. The more competitive, the more high-strung the environment is, it really brings out the best of him. You heard Peter Schrager pregame ask him, "You're made for these moments," and he said, "Yup," with a smile. And so I love Mike Jackson's physicality.
Shotgun for Leonard. Back of the end zone. Alec Pierce, no catch.
He's going to get a flag, it seems, for trying to convince the ref that he was pushed. But the push appears to come after the ball is in his hands, or simultaneously.
It was Ingram who was back there, and then Pierce was upset and may have made contact with the official, and did.
That'll get you.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, contacting an official, offense number 14. A 15-yard penalty. The down will count, 4th down. Number 14 is disqualified.
Whoa! And that's it for Pierce. He's done. On one of the best days he's had as a pro, it's over.
That is harsh. That is harsh. I mean, I know it's the rule, but...
Gene's territory, the ruling here?
Yeah, what they're doing with it, as you guys said, look, it's not a lot of contact, but we're very strict about any contact with an official. They more than likely had that discussion about whether to eject on the field and made the discussion on the field and that decision there, guys, and that's what that was about.
Is there any discretion there, Gene, or is it 100%? Once you are fouled for that, you're out?
Pretty much 100%, not much to talk about.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Jim.
3rd down and 6. They need the 7-yard line for the first. Dart looking for the end zone. Open is Tracy. It's a Giants touchdown. We've got pushing and shoving and flags at the end of the play. Tempers flaring. Looks like there's a real heated battle inside. Greg Van Roten is in the middle of it for the Giants. Boy, everybody's yanking at face masks, and there goes a helmet. And there's another flag and more penalties. Adrian Hill may need an abacus to count up the penalty yardage on this play.
Yeah, and the way that they came in at the end was a punch thrown somewhere in there that we did not catch on camera, but the officials caught.
Roten and Kenny Clark were tangled up initially.
Yeah, but I didn't think the hit was late. I didn't think the hit was low.
Oh, and then there's a shove from Quinnen Williams.
The result of the play was a touchdown. After the play, there were 2 fouls. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 92. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 41, pulling the helmet off an opponent. That penalty is accepted, will be enforced on the try. Dallas, number 41, has been disqualified for the remainder of the game.
Oh, so Donovan Ezeraku, who had a sack earlier that was negated by a penalty, he has been ejected.
Go for 2 from the 1-yard line.
That's his hand.
41 right there.
Yep. And when you yank it off of the head of an opponent, that's always going to draw attention. And Donovan Ezeraku, his rookie season comes to an end with 9:48 to play in the third.
The field safety coverage.
Hubbard brings forward. Short pickup. 2nd and 5.
You got Tommy Tremble got his helmet coming off, and he's fighting with the defenders. You know, your helmet doesn't come off on its own. Somebody had to rip it off.
Let's see what happened.
See, he told me
it was definitely helped off by Dennis.
Yeah, that's pretty much helping it off. And that should be a penalty. There's no question about it.
A.J. Dillon back there with Bigsby.
Another timeout for Washington. Dan Quinn just came running down the field and called timeout. And Deron Payne.
Are you surprised it's Chippy?
Nope, it was Chippy last game.
It was, I know it.
Before the snap, timeout Washington. Their second of the half, 30-second timeout.
Let's watch Cameron Williams right here. The rookie right tackle.
First NFL action today, as you've mentioned, and getting it into it with Payne, who's been a pain today with his play.
I kind of like that Cam Williams isn't backing down. I mean, you're talking about Deron Payne, one of the higher paid D tackles in the league in year 8 out of Alabama. Cameron Williams is playing his first NFL game ever, and so far he is rising to the occasion.
Despite his numbers being down. McCarthy running for his life. Boy, somehow evades the sack. Look at that stiff arm from McCarthy. Boy, he's taking out all comers. Boy, and letting him hear about it as Keyshawn Nixon coming in. There's a late flag. Boy, McCarthy looks fired up. Officials trying to corral him. He wanted no part of that. As McCarthy picks up 7. Arch, I'm not sure that Kevin O'Connell wants his young quarterback taking those kind of hits. Not somebody who has
After the play was over, taunting, offense number 9. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot at the end of the run. The down counts, 2nd down.
Well, we know J.J. McCarthy's got that alter ego called 9. Maybe this was an early glimpse.
I would shelf that because
yard line, and you can hear the crowd kind of getting in behind this offense right now, and the 49ers offensively, a little something going on there with Juwan Jennings on their sidelines. He's a pretty fiery guy, but And now with all that, you kind of take the emotion out of the stadium with them having to regroup and huddle back up. What I was about to say was you finally got the crowd back in behind them, but here's a look at it. And Jawan Jennings, when we talked to Kyle Shanahan about it a couple of weeks ago, he says, hey, he plays through the whistle. There was a lot of grabbing and holding, and none of it had anything to do with the actual play.
Defense is.
The first half dozen plays, 5 runs. This time they fake it to him. Mayfield look downfield, and then he'll take off. Baker, no slide, lowers the shoulder, delivers the blow, and picks up about 9.
That's a nice job by the Carolina defense of understanding that once you pick up a first down, you're in plus territory. The team's going to take a shot. Coming off of play action, Baker under center. You see everyone, even the linebackers, the back 7, able to really match the patterns down the field. But this is the part of Baker's game that's so dangerous when he picks up first downs with his legs.
365 scramble yards this year. That's the second most in the NFL. Whatever it takes to win the down.